afternoon. You're watching PNGTV Live. I'm Rocky Iso. The newly appointed Minister for Bougainville Affairs, Father Simon Dumarimu, is fully committed to ensuring the Bougainville Peace Agreement is fully honoured before the referendum in 2019. The agreement was signed by Bougainville leaders and national government leaders on August the 30th, 2001 to find lasting peace and a political settlement for the people of Bougainville. Speaking during the handover takeover ceremony today, Bougainville Affairs Minister Father Dumarimu thanked his predecessor, outgoing Bougainville Affairs Minister Joe Lera, for his efforts in the Bougainville peace agenda with Papua New Guinea.
I think within this period you have translated into something that is visible, something that is seen, and that is guide the administration and this division or this department along the way to implement this important agreement, the commitment made between Papua New Guinea, government of Papua New Guinea, and the leadership of Bougainville.
A mandate of
Lera identifying 5 areas such as communication and resources the Bougainville Affairs Ministry can improve in.
One thing that is highlighted or found is that the ministry operates under NEC direction. It doesn't have an act. As a result of that, the ministry is just an office. It comes under Prime Minister's department. The minister really does not have the powers that other ministers who are in charge of departments enjoy.
Lera also documented a way going forward in which the Bougainville Affairs Ministry and staff were challenged to follow.
After this is the report which highlights all the issues and it gives a way forward to finding the answer. To address this now, this is the draft strategic corporate plan I put together. It's draft, they will finish it.
Father Dumarimu pledging to work with Lera in serving the people of Bougainville.
And I will continue on from there onwards, trying to take up this mediating position on my duties and responsibilities as a minister to coordinate the two parties, Bougainville and leadership on Bougainville, one-time government Bougainville, with the government of Papua New Guinea, and all other stakeholders party to the agreement, and our friends will continue.
As Minister for Bougainville Affairs, Father Dumarimu is determined to be the mediator and serve the interests of both the state and the people of Bougainville. Rocky Iso, PNGTV Live. Moresby Northwest member Sir Makera Marauta says he is sharing the pain of the families who lost their homes in the fire that engulfed Hanobara last week. In a statement issued today, Sir Makera says his office is working with the Hanobara Election Committee and the Central Disaster Committee to find resources to help families. Sir Makera says his electorate is yet to be allocated funds through the District Service Improvement Program, so they are seeking help through the National District Commission. Meanwhile, if you would like to help families get back on their feet, the Hanobara Fire Appeal is stationed outside City Hall. You can go visit the team there on how you can best help. Following the first sitting of Parliament 3 weeks ago, there is still no outcome on the Southern Highlands election. Calls have been made by concerned individuals and candidates to deem the Southern Highlands election failed and a supplementary election be held. However, Electoral Commissioner Patilius Kamato saying elections for the Southern Highlands provincial seat cannot be failed. Kamato says Section 81, Subsection 3 of the Organic Law on national and local level government elections gives the power to the Electoral Commissioner to make or allow extension. Kamato explains that counting for the Southern Highlands provincial seat was recently ordered by court to be conducted in Mount Hagen. Kamato said, and I quote, "The PNG Electoral Commission made preparations in the Eastern Highlands capital, Goroka, as a neutral venue, but some Southern Highlands provincial candidates went to court and asked the court to have counting done in Mount Hagen. Because of the decision by the National Court, we are now working to move the Southern Highlands provincial count back to the Western Highlands capital," unquote. Gamato has confirmed that the election manager for Eastern Highlands, Stephen Gore-Kaupa, has been appointed provincial returning officer to oversee the continuation and completion of the Southern Highlands provincial count. Meanwhile, the National Court has put a hold on the return of writ for Kundiawa Gambogol Open electorate and also ordered the counting of 2 disputed ballot boxes after lawyers for the former MP Tobias Kulan obtained a court order and asked for the count. The 2 disputed ballot boxes were not counted. Gamato said because there is a standing court order, he cannot accept the writ for Kundiawa Gambogol Open and return it to the head of state, adding they will have to comply with the court order and count the 2 ballot boxes. Otherwise, his office could be liable for contempt of the court order. And in sporting news, what a great week of sporting excellence for Papua New Guinea. President of the Papua New Guinea Olympic Committee, Sir John Dawani Kura, has extended his congratulations to member federations for victories at international events over the last week. It started with the PNG Under-19 Garamuts winning the East Asia Pacific World Cup Trophy qualifier in Samoa. The win seals their spot in the International Cricket Council's Under-19 World Cup in New Zealand next year. Another win for the country came in the triumph of the SP-PNG Hunters in the Queensland Intra Super Cup over the Manly Sea Eagles in Port Moresby yesterday. The Hunters held on at home to win 28-22. In the process, the win secured the minor premiership title for the first time in only their 4th year taking part in the Queensland comp. And PNG swim star Ryan Pinney also stamped his mark this week with a new world record in the men's 100-meter backstroke in his age group 35 to 39, taking the gold medal. His time was 57.91 seconds, set at the 17th FINA World Masters Championships in Budapest, Hungary. Pinney's time also set the new championship record, and Pinney was also appointed to the FINA Athletes Commission, adding to his other roles as the PNG Athletes Commission Rep and the Pacific Games Athletes Rep and the ONOC Athletes Rep. And one of the biggest achievements this week came from the PNG Mosquitoes, claiming their 3rd International Cup title in Australian rules football after narrowly defeating New Zealand 28-27 in the grand final in Melbourne. The Mosquitoes have dominated the tournament since it began in 2002, with their first win in 2008 and the second in 2014. And that's your news update for now. Join us again at 7 p.m. Good afternoon.